Oh wait, I can be Illumination. What is it? Like,
You mean DreamWorks?
Yeah.
yes, there we go.
The DreamWorks face. It's good. It's good. Hello.
Hello. Well, we're back to having a fun time with Brian, I guess.
Brian's great. I'm so excited for Brian to show up in Arches.
Oh my. Yeah, I mean, we got a tease for it.
If Duke is back in Arches, that means Brian's back.
Definitely back in
And
Arches.
I can't wait to see Devin fist fight Brian.
The two bears fist fighting. I mean, Devin's big. He's really soft, though.
He lost in a fight with Duke.
And he's a scrawny ass motherfucker.
Like, I know he's supposed to be scabby,
Yeah.
but it looks like he has a disgusting boil or some shit on his arm.
Like this
Yeah.
one.
He's covered in zit.
Oh, I mean, it's either way you look at it, he's just supposed to be repulsive. So
Tasty.
Yeah, he's supposed to just be nasty.
yeah,
A nasty boy.
He's supposed to stink too.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, musky husky.
And then apparently he likes Snagglepuss.
The fuck is that?
The
Isn't that his
cartoon.
name? The lion.
Snagglepuss?
Isn't that was his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Snagglepuss, the lion who acts.
The Hanna-Barbera character. Snagglepuss.
Nope, not ringing any bells.
He's gay.
That's nice. Who isn't in this game?
No, he's a Hanna-Barbera character.
Snagglepuss. Look him up. Snagglepuss.
I'm busy.
You don't just have like the entire Hanna-Barbera canon memorized.
I didn't have cable.
It's
growing
so
up.
much shit.
It is a lot of shit.
They
Yes.
remade Yogi Bear.
They made
Yeah,
knockoffs
Jelly-
of their own properties.
Jellystone.
They remade it.
It's all Hanna-Barbera characters.
Yeah, and it's not nearly as good.
It's like
No,
it's in
it's
the.
not. I
It's
was
basically in the
looking-
art style of Chowder because it's stage
I don't-
green
I don't-
black.
Yeah,
like
okay,
it.
no, I was looking at it, I'm like, what? What is this? It feels nostalgic, but that is like new animation. What the
Mm-hmm.
am I looking at?
right. Yeah.
You didn't
yeah.
like the art style of Chowder though.
I think it's fine. It's just not really my
I think
thing.
it's good for chowder.
Like I think it looked better as Genkosuo,
Hmm.
but
The-
it pushed its own visuals a lot more than Chowder did.
Gotcha.
I feel like it stood out amongst like the other cartoons that were
Yeah, at
out.
the time.
At the
I
time,
really like
yeah.
how they
The
did
energy was
textures.
too much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like how they did textures in that, which it would just, flat texture in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that very much.
Me and Mom would do that all the time.
Rata.
Schnitzel was pretty good. I did
How
like
old
him.
do you feel when you start talking about Chowder and that shit's like what, 10 years old at this point?
It came out in 2008, didn't it?
It did not. 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
wasn't that-
I
It was just
Over
the
10
old
it had to have
not
come out
there.
or it had to have come out later than that.
Like I
It had to
enjoyed
have.
like the first couple of episodes, but then like
Hang
it
on.
starts
'Cause I remember
it starts
watching
to
Chowder
just
and,
gets a little higher energy, and I just like
And Flapjack when we were in the 8th grade.
Watching
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I
Chowder.
didn't get to pick what was on TV at that
Chowder,
point.
chowder,
so
chowder, chowder.
it was like,
Give
I
me a
could
date,
see
bro.
some shows when I could, but
Well, just go to Wiki.
it was whatever.
Just go to the wiki, I guess, or maybe IMDb.
My stepdad
Like,
was
Wikipedia.
I'm trying to fucking. So Flapjack was
Because they aired at the
2000
same time.
I did not enjoy Flapjack.
Flapjack was great though.
Okay, so I like Flapjack.
2007.
Flapjack is
Holy
for
cow!
certain people. Like
Does your
it has
brother
a.
like Flapjack.
I don't think he watched it, but I think
Flapjack's
he
just
would've
good
enjoyed it.
though.
Flapjack is just
It's
good though.
morbid as shit.
Phineas and Ferb is where I sit.
That's
I
a
mean,
good
so we're
show.
talking about
Like,
Cartoon
no,
Network
yes,
though.
no, but if one of those was on, it was going to be Phineas.
Yeah, it's always
Hey.
it was always
Everything
Phineas and
else.
Ferb.
Hey.
What else
hey.
is on?
Camp Lazlo.
No.
No.
Camp Lazlo fucking sucks.
Look at me. Look at me.
Everyone hates Camp Lazlo.
I hate monkeys.
You do hate
I
monkeys.
really do.
I don't know why.
I don't like them.
You're so weird, Nika.
He has a banana mouth.
No.
Yeah, you're weird.
Yeah.
Camp
No, I'm
Lazlo.
weird for different reasons. Disliking monkeys is not one of them.
Okay.
They're a bad design choice.
Oh my god.
A miniature hairy human.
Yeah, bad design choice.
Sometimes they look fine.
No.
Yeah.
I think if you stylize it enough.
The monkey from
Their faces are too human, and then it's mixed with everything else, and their weird little fucking feet hate it.
What was that recent movie that we watched that I cried my eyes out? It had a monkey in it. It was voiced by Lin-Manuel.
Oh, Vivo.
Vivo.
You know
That was a cute
yeah, that's
design.
but that's just a monkey.
But that's a regular, not like an anthro furry
mon-
monkey,
yeah,
not
it's
not
not
a furry
monkey.
character monkey. Like imagine if a monkey showed up in this
I
game.
would hate that. I would hate that. I hate that so much. I fucking hate it. I don't like it.
I-
So
Are there
why
monkeys
designing
would
a
you
monkey.
design that?
You're gonna design a monkey?
And
There's-
it's probably because
Hang
like
on.
Jamie Hewlett
It's not
has
particularly
drawn monkeys
important.
for years.
There's a
But
artist
the
on
monkey
Twitter
thing from
that I follow that
made
has
by
a
Jamie
monkey
Hewlett.
that I don't think looks too
Oh my
bad.
God,
I can't
no.
even remember
He it was
the
like
name.
what was it?
Uh-huh.
I'm not even gonna bother looking it
2011
up.
It's fine.
Anyway,
it's
yeah.
For
I think-
China.
The bear shoves his remaining keys into the drawers on the other side of the kitchen. He exhales loudly, staring at the wall and muttering something I can't quite make out. Brian remains motionless as he does so, unmoving as the minutes pass by. It's unnerving, but a welcome respite. Is that what the word is?
Respite.
Respite? Respite.
No, it's just
Okay.
fine.
Respite?
I've always pronounced it respite.
Respite.
Maybe they are two. I think they're two different words, but I think they mean the same thing.
Okay, in the same instance, I always pronounce it invalid instead of invalid,
Those are two different words, though.
but I'll use them interchangeably.
Don't
Good.
do that. Don't say, "Hey, your opinion is invalid." That's not correct. That is
It is
just
now.
incorrect. Or you say you are
don't
an
like it?
invalid.
I don't like
It's bad.
It just looks like his human
I
characters.
think,
actually.
okay, no, so I think part of my reason why I don't like monkeys is I don't like flat-faced animals.
Ew.
Because my grandmother
They
used
can
to
have
breed-
muzzles.
No, yeah, muzzle's good. My grandmother used to breed Himalayan cats, which were flat-faced, and I don't mean like 50 cats in a single shed and they eat each other kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, no.
Because there are some monkeys that have like actual muzzles, and I find that if you design around those with anthro designs,
Yes.
they look a lot better.
Yes. Like,
Are
monkey-
lemurs part of the monkey family?
No, they're
No.
marsupial? No, they're not marsupial.
Marmosets.
Marmosets?
Marmosets are the small orange monkeys. Lemurs have their own, they're their own family group.
Good, good.
Good.
Yeah, marsupials are the ones that have pouches, like koalas and kangaroos.
Yes. And,
Oh, the gross flesh sacks?
Yeah. mhm.
yeah, and pumas. Not puma.
Not a
The
puma.
Fusa on Madagascar. So they don't have any natural predators. So all the lemurs went, hey, you know what? We're missing something in our line. Let's make a cat-like lemur that eats us. It's so cool.
Fascinating.
Yes.
They bred their own
Animal
predator?
facts, essentially.
Okay.
Thank you
They
for
bred
the
their
animal
own-
facts.
Respite from the aggression being taken out of us. There's a window in the corner of the living room area, and there's mainly covered by an old wooden bookcase.
It's not a cat.
That's an animal.
That's so disturbing. That looks
yes,
fake.
it is, isn't it? It's not a cat. It's not a feline at all.
It's fake as
Very
fuck.
interesting face.
There's no books in it, just mainly stacked with ashtrays,
Forever pissed.
empty plastic bottles, and old appliance manuals. You save those?
Yeah.
However, the top two shelves are littered with little knickknacks. I take a second, and I actually recognize a few of them as prizes from the Southwestern Adventures. I'm reminded of the stuffed griffin I have smushed in my suitcase back at the motel. That I won't live long enough to actually like go retrieve.
Yes, Nika?
So he has a griffin, right?
Yeah.
Would that be like an angel plushie for us? Because it's like...
I think it's like an on all fours griffin, so it's probably just a
so
weird
it's a monkey
fucking
with wings.
Yeah.
That would be the equivalent, like Bigfoot with wings for us.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you have a tiny library?
It's probably it's fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
It's
I mean,
whatever.
you know,
Just
not all animals are animals. Like, there's no bird people
Yeah.
as far as we've seen.
what a shame.
Right?
No birds
No,
or
there's definitely bird people because there's lizard people.
no
They talk about regular birds.
regular birds. Like
Okay,
regular.
regular birds, like we have regular monkeys.
It doesn't. No, Nika, it's
That's
not like that.
different.
That's way different.
They have insects, birds, and fish, and they're just animals.
Yeah,
What a food chain.
the anthros are
Woof.
people.
It's like a mammals and reptiles
Can
that
we
are.
get pets?
Yeah.
Do we want to get into that?
Oh, I hope not.
I mean,
no.
there's probably pets.
I hope not.
Like birds could be pets.
Maybe fish too.
Yeah, that
And
sounds.
insects. You can have insects.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, I suppose so. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Snakes are probably like regular snakes.
I guess it's kind of like Flick and CJ from Animal Crossing. They're animals, but they love collecting lesser beings, like bugs and fish.
I love these lower
Those-
life forms.
Those not our brethren who are not ascended.
Just want to be monk.
Oh my god! Actually, that's what they call it in Adastra. Is ascended.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
that species hasn't ascended.
Damn it!
yet.
I referenced Adastra.
Yeah,
I've played myself.
Darian, when are we gonna play Adastra?
I'm not playing Adastra. You don't want to play Adastra.
I'm interested now to play it on the. I want to play it on the channel.
Echo the dolphin.
But I just don't care about Amicus.
Don't you want to get your ass fucked by Amicus?
I don't care about him. He doesn't do much for me.
Is he not a cute wolfer?
He's cute wolfer, but I don't know. I'm not super
You guys
attracted to
sound more
wolves.
furry than me. What the fuck? Well, he's such a cute wolfer. Look at him.
Ooh. Terrible.
He just doesn't do much for me.
Facts. If only. I mean, he's not Leo, so it's fine. If only we would have packed up and gone when we had the chance. There's only other keepsakes stuff back there as well. Lots of stuff from the Blue Diamond Casino on the reservation. Travel cases, poker chips, canvas saddles, and even a mug with a smiling blue diamond in Meseta war chief headdress. Oh, okay. It reads Chief Daddy
Whoa.
in big, bold lettering.
Rah.
Is Brian a father?
I hope God not.
The idea seems unlikely. Nobody probably pays people to call him Daddy.
Facts.
Yeah, with drugs.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. Brian stands on his tiptoes and peers out in the little bit of the window still visible over the top of the bookcase. There's a faint popping sound in the distance, like 4th of July fireworks cracking off.
Oof.
I can't imagine why anyone would be celebrating at a time like this. Chase!
They're having a good time without you, honey.
You fool.
They're probably not fireworks. You think?
You don't. Oh my God, what a guy.
Right. Brian flinches, a soft frown crossing his burly features.
Huh.
He hums to himself, brow furrowed as he takes a seat in the faded
Corduroy.
Corduroy fucking sucks. Recline. I've never.
It's like the bear. Corduroy.
That's my favorite book.
Yeah, but I hate corduroy like material.
Why?
It sucks.
No, it doesn't.
I hate feeling
I
it.
will say though, like that shit, like if you have thick thighs, that shit disintegrates.
Because you get the thigh rub and it like is instantly noticeable because that material does wear out pretty quick.
Yup.
Yeah, corduroy pants. Yeah.
That's a
I
thing.
remember having some when I was like 5.
Me too.
Against my wishes.
Me
Against my wishes.
I enjoyed my corduroy clothes.
I look good in corduroy.
I believe you, but I don't like the touch of it.
Yeah,
Same
no.
with brushed velvet. I hate brushed velvet.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a
It's
horrible
similar,
feeling.
but I would prefer corduroy to brush velvet.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not
Ugh.
not a great feeling.
Yucky.
Turning in a place to focus on us, to face us. His eyes shift over to me for a moment, and it's like he wants me to say something.
Daddy?
Yeah. I swallow, my mouth dry as a bone,
Do I look like?
as I begin to speak. Do you think those were gunshots? Jesus, Chase.
You worried about your friends?
Yeah, Flynn.
Don't be. You should be the worried ones.
He smiles a big, toothy grin, composed of what few teeth he has remaining. Uh-oh. There's something familiar about his face now. My mind flashes with images of that smile peering at me from the end of my bed.
Fuck.
Could it have been one of those countless night terrors I'd seen when my body was still frozen with sleep? Unable to move, just like I am now. Except this is real. His gaze shifts to the rack and the mirror beside me, and he's quiet for a while. He suddenly smacks his lips.
Keith, he truly was the best of us. Got me wondering what he'd do if he was around. Now. Let us go.
Micah's quick-fire response elects in a solemn grunt from Brian.
You know damn well that's what he'd do. Golden rule. So I should hit you with a wrench too then? Got one around here somewhere.
The bat promptly stops talking as the bear starts looking around the cluttered mess that is his trailer. Brian eventually stops, smirking to himself in a strange, nasally fashion. Fucking psycho.
So you want to talk about Keith, huh? Well, all right.
Micah doesn't speak this time, letting the bear mull about.
First, you gotta understand that I see things. I reckon everybody here does. Just a lot of folk don't like to admit it, or don't have it as bad. When I see things, I see it, smell it, feel it, hear it, taste it, all 6 senses and what have you. When I was a kid in Peyton, I didn't see shit, even though I had a pretty fucked up childhood. My mom left when I was 6 because my dad was a piece of shit, but you know she's a piece of shit for leaving me with him. Anyway, you know where my dad told me she'd gone?
No one says anything until Brian turns to look back down at Micah expectantly.
I don't know.
Brian cackles, and it sends a chill up my spine.
That aliens had taken her.
I press myself deeper into the wall, wishing I could just disappear in between the wooden panel.
I believe him though.
You should.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
He talks about it in Leo's route.
Yeah.
More.
Okay.
You get a whole conversation about it.
No, yes.
It's pretty cool. I think you must have been drunk or high or both, but it stuck with me, you know?
I look away, trying to make myself look small and avoid my unnecessary eye contact with him.
Then, when I was a teenager, I got myself a boyfriend. Well, more of a fuck buddy. We kind of hated each other.
Well, that's how you know it's true love, right?
True love.
I can feel him looking between Leo and I now, and I have a feeling the bear is aware of our former relationship.
At least, it felt like that sometimes. Fucker wouldn't leave me alone, no matter how much he was saying I disappointed him. Gotta be my best self or whatever. He talked too much, but he was a good fuck. And the only guy I knew, so I came here every other week or so to fuck him. Man, I stopped being able to read for a second. Things got a little better between us, and he convinced me to help him out with restoring his old bar off of 65. Was a complete shithole, but he loved his vices. Booze, drugs, fucking, and peddling all of that was a dream to him. But then something weird happened on one of my trips out here when he wasn't around. I remember the moon was red that night because of the forest fires out west. And I kept looking at it, and that's when I saw a flying saucer, like one straight out of a cartoon with lights and a dome thing on top. I couldn't believe it, but there it fucking was, floating through the sky, and you know, even though it looked stupid as fuck, I knew I saw it, and it was fucking evil. I just knew it.
Brian finally looks down at me again.
That night, and almost every night after, I'd wake up and couldn't move, and aliens would be around my bed. And there was this one alien that I knew was my mom. She didn't look like my mom, she looked like an alien. But I just knew it was her. And she'd do these things to me, sometimes to my mouth and eyes and nose, but usually to my dick. Torture me, and it felt fucking real.
Brian chuckles, still staring at Leo and I.
Therapy.
Fucked me up good, and I blamed my boyfriend for it, for bringing me to Echo, because I was sure that's where evil comes from. I outed him that year. Skull fucked him when his mom was still home and got him caught, so he had to leave town because of it.
Micah, lightly fuzzed face, seems to lose some color to it at that, his wide eyes shifting to the linoleum beneath him.
Yes, Nika.
That's not the bus driver's son he's talking about, is it? Aha!
It's all coming together, huh, Nika?
The massive bear shakes his head.
Didn't stop the dreams, though.
So he just left us all behind then?
Oh no.
Brian straightens up in his chair. It creaks loudly.
He stuck around the res on account of him being Mesta and all. Found him at a gay bar.
What does that mean?
It means I have an idea.
Bye.
Yep, right. Brian stands up from his seat and disappears into one of the back bedrooms. He calls back to us.
Something to pass the time with.
Oh.
Was saving this for Clint, but he's been keeping scarce lately. I wonder.
He comes back what looks like a step stool and a medical satchel and a whip.
Oh boy.
Hot.
That's an assessment.
Right? Upon closer inspection, it's not a whip, but a noose with a little bit of metal embedded around the edges.
That makes more sense.
Razor blades.
Oh, Jesus.
Lord.
How do you tie that?
A noose with fucking razor blades?
He probably made the noose and then put the blades inside the loop.
How do you get it to stay?
I don't know.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Like literally.
Brian gets to work tying it up to a conspicuous hook on the kitchen ceiling. He's incredibly quick with tying the knot, like he's done this 1,000 times before. I could feel my heart pounding in my ears, each blade on the noose glinting with what little lights there is in the trailer. I try to crane my neck to look at Jenna, but I'm still having trouble seeing her. Brian smiles down at Micah, bending down and taking the bat's cuffs off just as quickly.
What the fuck are you doing?
Shut up. It'll be okay.
Just
Be calm. Don't struggle.
Brian's voice reminds me of a children's show presenter with his squeaky, reassuring cadence. The context of his words makes it deeply unsettling, and I struggling against my collar restraints whenever he turns away. I have to get out of here. Brian sets down the stool squarely beneath where the noose is hanging.
Step up on the stool. You're short enough so this will actually work.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah. Micah reels back away from him, but Brian grabs him by the hand. He starts bending inwards, and the bat squeals in pain.
Okay, you either do what I say, or I'm going to start breaking every joint in your body, alright?
Micah continues to shriek, finally retching free after nodding.
Okay.
Put your head through the noose.
I can see the turmoil in Micah's face, a thousand fight or flight responses running through his head.
The inside of the noose itself don't got any blades, just the outside, so you can't be grabbing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Micah stares through the hole, through the hole in front of him.
Do it.
He's about to grab from the bat's hands again, but Micah shoves his head through just in time after stepping onto the stool.
I'm in.
Good.
The bear reaches up and tightens the noose more firmly. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, God.
Firmly around the bat's neck, looking proud of himself as he does so.
I hate this.
I like it. He says it hard until it's clear the bat is struggling to breathe. With a smile, he reaches down and tugs off one of the legs and the little stool of the little stool. Brian chuckles to himself as the bat teeters, Micah nearly kicking the stool away. He just barely manages to keep himself upright, with the tip of his toes catching the edge. His cheeks flare as more of his weight is having to avoid to be held aloft by his neck. The strain causing his neck veins to bulge. He gasps like a fish for breath, swaying his hips from one side to the other to get more solid standing position. I can see him resisting the urge to grab the noose and act that would surely strip his fingers to the bone. Ugh. Brian, meanwhile, chuckles to himself, tickled deeply by the display.
There you go.
Brian turned away from me now, but even from this angle, it's clear he's rubbing himself through his sweatpants.
Jesus.
Right? I'm petrified, wanting to scream out to make him stop, but not daring to make a sound. This is what Duke was warning Brian not to do, and he did it anyway. I close my eyes, praying to see that weasel again to make him stop all this.
Hey, don't think I forgot about you all.
Oh, wonderful. When I open my eyes
wonderful.
again, he's looking directly at me.
Well, you two, at least. I mean, given a choice of a bunch of guys and one girl, what kind of... pick the girly. Okay.
He says the word queer in distaste, the bear beginning to reach into his little satchel. He looks to Jenna as he pulls out what looks like a long spool of string.
The others tell me you were a bit of a bitch anyway. At least that's what your brother said.
Yeah?
Hello.
I keep expecting Jenna to start speaking, talking him
too.
down, right? This is Jenna's route? Do you think she's going to be like...
Is this Jenna's room?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this
Jenna's
is
route.
Jenna's route.
Wow.
I mean, Jenna has more...
Does she die? Is that why it's Jenna's room?
I don't know.
know.
So it's like in Flynn's route, where you forget it's Flynn's route because he's barely in it.
Yeah, he disappears for 3 whole fucking days.
It's lit.
3 whole damn days.
Pretty lit.
Full size word psychoanalysis. That's long. Mode like all of those thriller movies. But right now, she's completely silent. Leo stirs slightly beside me, mumbling something incoherently. Brian has scissors now, and he kneels down in front of us. I begin to feel faint as he points the edge of the towards me with a smile. Instead of cutting me, he begins snipping along the side of my shorts and underwear, cutting up the waistband. What are you doing? Micah teeters in the kitchen, letting out a
Blubbering.
choking sound as he struggles for breath.
Saw you a few weeks ago. You had no eyes.
Reasonable.
Heard you talking to the empty rail yard. Saying you two need to stay close. Thinking I should oblige that request.
What? The eyeless chase. The thing we saw earlier? Leo stirs some as I shout, shifting slightly as Brian does the same thing to his pants.
Don't worry, I won't get your bits out.
Thanks. He reaches into a little medical bag and pulls out a suturing needle. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think you're supposed to shave your fur before you start doing this, but oh well.
You really, really are.
It's fine. No, please. You don't need to do this. That thing you saw, it wasn't me. I've seen it too. Brian blinks, canting his head slightly.
Well, I figured that much. That he wasn't real. You still have your eyes for now. And that goatee.
Even Brian.
Even fucking Brian.
He pulls our legs together now, and my heart feels like it's in my throat. My vision starts to blur.
Don't squirm now, or it turns to joint breaking time.
No.
And I can always stitch other things together.
Oh God, no.
Also, it'd just be easier to shave them before he sews them together.
He doesn't.
I mean,
give a
it's
fuck.
funnier this way, though.
Is it?
To Brian.
To Brian, it is. He's having a fun time.
God, he's just really bad at this.
Right?
He's just really bad at
Hey,
this.
he's satisfied with his own results. I mean, you know.
I mean, how is he supposed to learn how to do a good job?
I'm disappointed in him. I'm disappointed in him.
Oh, brother.
Oh, no. The needle hits me first at my mid-thigh. I cry out, squeezing my fists against my chest. I want to deck him, punch him, do anything to make him stop. I yell so loud I slobber onto the front of my shirt, tears once again welling in my eyes. I can feel the metal pierce through my skin so far too deep as it tears through muscle and tugs it back out again. Leo begins to writhe slightly as it goes through his leg. though he doesn't wake up.
This is pretty fucked up, huh?
What do you mean?
That's one.
Stop! I start to feel faint as blood pools from the new holes in my thigh, through the needle re-entering promptly, waking me back up. Fuck!
2.
Stop.
Jenna speaks from the corner from the room, her voice unlike I've ever heard her before. Quiet, so much that I don't know if Brian ever heard her.
3.
Micah gasps, wobbling erratically as blood drips from his left hand. Man, everyone's having a great time.
I guess
Yo, he's
so.
definitely
huh?
gonna die.
Oh, for sure.
He must have gripped the rope for a second and cut himself.
Don't fall, kid.
Brian calls to Micah before looking back. He has a lurid gaze as he stares directly into my eyes, pushing the needle in again. So deep, I'm sure it's scrapes the bone.
Gonna hit an artery, my dude.
Yeah, it's fine. And
No,
it's like,
then they die and he can't get anything out of it.
well, then he has a free body,
Yeah, to do with whatever he wants, which,
right?
But okay.
Yeah.
And he knows how to dispose of bodies. He's been doing it for years.
I know, I understand that. I definitely understand that. But if his entire enjoyment is causing pain, and if he's like, oh, fuck, well, he died early. Bleh. Oh, so that's what happened to your wife. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
We
all
got
right,
there.
I
We
got
got
there.
there.
We got there.
I was like, damn, did he just, like, fuck her too hard?
You brought yourself
And
to
the
your own
answer is
conclusion.
yes.
I'm sure it scrapes the bone, and it's like my whole body has been lit on fire, or just your leg. Snot dribbles through my nose. I can't fucking take it anymore. Brian keeps counting 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh my god.
Okay, my question is, how long is the suturing needle that it can go all the way to the bone and out again?
I don't know.
Maybe Chase is that skinny.
I believe it.
He's just a little otter boy.
He has his little stubby legs.
Little stubborn legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leo's writhing has gotten more intense, and each tug of his leg spread the punctual wounds more. I can't take it. Something begins to move in the corner of the room, in the closet behind the bedroom. I can't tell if it's just my blurred vision, or whether the door is actually opening.
Oh no. Is our friend gonna show up again?
Is he gonna animate on screen again?
No, maybe. In the kitchen, the stool tips over, and Micah is suddenly dangling freely.
Oh, God.
More choked gurgles escape the increasingly red-faced bat. His arms begin to flail wildly at first, and then in a more coordinated rhythm. Mm-hmm. It takes me a moment to realize he's batting his wings. He flaps so hard he can, and finally, it looks like he manages to get a gulp of air. His hovering is erratic, never enough to keep him completely suspended. Brian, peering over his shoulders, eyebrows raised slightly.
Help him!
Brian ignores her.
Yeah.
Would you look at that? He can fly.
Brian, what the fuck? The exertion is clearly taxing Micah, and he's still having trouble breathing. His face continues to turn an unnatural hue. I would call that natural if his body's able to do it, but that's just me. He can't keep this up.
Help him!
Out of the corner of my eye, the closet door shifts open further. There's something inside. Someone. There's a reddish-white color, half cloaked in shadow.
Reddish-white.
Wide eyes, open mouth.
Oh my god, is it really?
It moves like there's a strobe light hitting light behind it. Its motions choppy and unnatural.
What are you doing here, friend?
It's a closet rave, duh.
Yeah. It looks like it's not moving at all, but rather a series of images projected in front of my eyes, changing every second.
What are you doing here?
Well, Flynn felt lonely.
I suppose so.
And each second it gets closer. It looks to be as tall as Brian, impossibly slender, and arms and legs that look wrapped and burnt. It has no eyes, no mouth, and I must scream, just holes.
Is it a monster?
It is a monster friend.
Oh, I
It
love
is
them.
a monster friend.
Right. Next thing I know, it's in the kitchen, and Micah just drops. The bat hits the floor with a heavy thud, and the cut noose still around his neck. Brian sees it now too. He reels back just as it begins to approach him.
They're real.
Is all he can say before the bear is yanked about with immense violent force, his body bending like a flicked rubber band.
Holy fuck.
Oh man.
The contents of his pockets, one of his pant legs, and a small chunk of flesh smack against the kitchen wall.
Bruh.
The rest of him goes flying out the window along with the figure. My mind immediately thinks back to when I was a kid. I had seen plenty of stuff, lots of horrible things. But the psychiatrist had said that was normal, that some kids hallucinate.
Bruh, did you come to echo to that psychiatrist? Because holy shit.
Yeah.
Probably Peyton.
Yeah, that's like 20 minutes up the road.
Yeah.
Not like this,
Oh,
though.
yeah, all the kids I see have hallucinations like that. It's not connected at all.
Not at all. Fact.
Right?
Do we see this creature at all? Do we get a visual on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
We
so
do see this
excited.
lab.
I can show you in between parts.
Yeah, we'll show you.
There's glass scattered around across the stained carpet. Bloodstains dapple. The turquoise polka dotted drapes. That's so okay. Swaying slightly in the new breeze that comes through the broken window. This is real, right? I mean, just as real as the fact that your leg is now sewn to Leo's.
Yeah.
Past all reasonable doubt, it has to be. The shock of the situation has eclipsed the pain in my leg, though the brief reprieve fades quickly. It's wretched and niggling.
That's a weird word.
Niggling, okay. Like being stung by 20 little bees every couple of seconds. Rivulets of Leo and I's blood pool together and runs between our connected thighs. I writhe against my restraints, my head spinning and heart pounding. Every base animalistic neuron in my brain is firing to flee the situation, to make the throbbing stop, and it just finds safety.
Just to find safe.
Yeah. But there's nothing I can do but gasp for breath, one eye on the window and the other on the struggling, bleeding silhouette of Micah, just there.
Oh, okay.
My vision blurs, and when it refocuses, the bat is up on his knees, yellow eyes wide and bloodshot. He says something. His voice is high-pitched and quaking, utterly indescribable. Undiscernible. Was it describable?
It was indiscernible.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least to me, right now. He scrambles on his hands and knees, coughing and wheezing while yanking open several of Brian's kitchen drawers. Dirty silverware, cooking utensils, a faded yellow receipts shower the floor. Yellow. Okay.
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
That's literally Brian's fucking house. The damn bitch you live like this. That's literally just his house.
I love it.
pretty
The
good.
ruckus is immense, and I'm sure the thing outside hears it. The thing outside. That is, if it's even capable of hearing.
It has holes, excuse you.
You're right?
It's got front holes. I don't know if we know it has side holes.
Sometimes that's all the holes you need.
Facts. Maybe it echolocates. Pretty good.
Okay. And after all this time, he's still trying to fill his holes.
Still, goddamn. So we'll explain to you after we're done, Nika.
Yeah,
We'll explain to
he
you.
pulls another drawer completely open, and it's it's a socket, and it's an assortment of bottle openers, chip clips. Oh, okay, and twist ties scatter forth. At least he has those.
Yeah.
Panting out ragged breath, his fingers grab something glinting and and silver from the new pile. His eyes widen. Keys. For a moment, his gaze trails to the door, then back to us. He coughs again, swearing some obscenity, that I can't fully make out. Scampering along from the kitchen to the other side of the room, he begins using the keys on Jenna's restraints. There's a satisfying click, and as I can hear Jenna gasp.
Thank you.
She whispers.
Oh, I did the right tone.
Right.
Good job.
Micah wastes no time moving back to my sight line for a moment to reach Leo beside me. Leo moans, seemingly aware of the bat's presence as a large paw reaches out to touch the bat's soft mane of white fur. And this is the first time these two have
actually interacted.
in
Yeah.
this round.
I mean, he was looking for him earlier.
Yeah, well, he knows of Micah.
Yeah. Well, did they fuck?
I don't know. Micah stops for a moment, blinking some at the still defiantly out of it wolf. Definitely out of this wolf. Leo's arm goes limp again. The bat exhales a coarse breath, trying to steady his own shaking hand as he can unlock the wolf's restraints. Jenna quickly heads to the kitchen and grabbing a knife from the torn-out clutter drawer.
I'll get you out of this in a sec. Just don't squirm, okay?
She looks to me, her turquoise eyes wide and glistening. Stop being horny right now for a girl chase.
I love her.
Her eyes are just really pretty.
Two best characters right there.
Dang.
They're
Nika coming in with some spicy takes.
No.
No, it's non-agreeable to.
No.
I don't know. I'd call them spicy.
I would call them spicy as well.
For the community around this game, I would call calling her best character
but I'm
spicy.
gay and she got titties. I'm okay with that.
There are like two other characters
You
with
gotta have
titty in this
something for
game.
someone.
Yeah, there's
And I haven't seen them, so this is what I got.
yeah, it really is only two others, huh?
Yeah, you have Janice and
Oh no,
Heather.
and Flynn's aunt.
Oh, right, she's
So
there
that's
too.
three.
You got a scaly choice if you're.
Yeah.
Is she like monitor lizard or something like that?
They're Gilas.
Yeah,
It is, okay.
yeah. She looks at me. Yeah, I already read that.
Yeah.
Damn
you
it.
got your dog choice, your cat choice with Heather, and your scaly choice. You got two dog
They
choices.
got
two
cat
dog.
girls? Damn.
Yeah.
Heather's a cat girl. She cute. She's pretty good.
That's one way to phrase it.
I'll be fine.
Leo murmurs. Jenna doesn't even look at him because she hates him, as she brings the blade between our thighs. With a little slice, she manages to cut through the first stitch, and a flesh runnel of blood leaks from the puncture points. It's as if the wound is hissing at me, my ears ringing as I clutch my fists against my chest. Don't scream. Don't scream. Ah. I whimper as the knife nicks the second, but doesn't quite break the stitch. Instead, it tugs up, widens the piercing, and tears at the skin. Fucking hell, Jenna! Oh,
It's
Leo.
probably
It's
not
not
a
her
sh-
fault that you guys are fucking wiggling around by like a bunch of sardines.
and it's probably not a sharp knife either.
No,
it's
and Brian.
Not. None of these knives are well kept.
No.
In fact, it's more fun when it's dull.
Facts.
We're here for a fun time, not a long time. Leo stirs.
Get a shirt that says that.
It's in the corner, cum stained.
Facts.
His fist clutching as his half-lidded eyes try to focus on Jenna. He bares his fangs briefly, trying to stand up.
You idiot.
Right? This pulls harder on the stitches, and I can't tell what will give first, the stitches or the flesh on my leg.
Sorry, if the stitches are so deep that it hit bone, I swear that the stitches are gonna give before your leg does.
It depends on what the material's made out of. It doesn't seem like it's regular, like it's almost like it's wire. Like wire. Not like your
Okay,
regular.
Not like
whole
fishing wire.
bunch of meat. That's a shit ton of meat.
Yeah.
Some thick meat.
This is a meaty franchise.
This is a meaty franchise.
Man. Freaking ridiculous.
I cry out between gritted teeth, Jenna trying to pin the wolf back down.
Stop moving. You're only making it worse.
Jenna tries to cut the stitches faster now. She gets one rung, 2, 3 out of like 15.
Fuck off of me.
I look down and see that Jenna's blade tip had struck into the wolf's thigh. Even more blood trickling from the fresh wound.
Bruh.
Just be still.
I've never heard Jenna so tense. Leo only writhes more, reeling against his restraints, and such a ferocity that Micah can't undo the lock.
God, just fucking give it to me.
Oh, damn, gotta have a man do it. The bat stops fiddling with locks and extends a hand out to Jenna, the fennec turning to look at him. She doesn't move to give him the knife, but she does loosen her grip. Micah doesn't hesitate and plucks it from her with the deftness of a pickpocket. Right? Gingerly, he places the flat of the free hand against Leo's chest, and the other, and with the other, makes a quick slice between our legs in one motion.
Damn, bro.
The pressure keeping us together is suddenly gone, and I feel I can fully pull my legs apart from his. The pain is still immense, but nowhere near as bad.
That's kind of gay.
Right?
You are so fucking lucky.
I look up to the small bat as he moves to unlock Leo's restraints, and not mine. What a fucking, like, mine first, you idiot. If I'm lucky, I certainly don't feel like it.
Wow, you would rather save yourself than Leo?
Yeah.
Damn.
Look, it's still-
Do you even
it's-
love him?
At the end of the day, it's still me above everyone
Do
else.
you even know what love is?
No.
Fucking blessed.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
At the end of the day, it's still me above everyone else. We need to get we need to get you a shirt on a shirt.
Merch.
No.
Oh, we're gonna a new line of the Mr. Josh merch.
Merch.
We're not.
We're just gonna put your
We're gonna have 5 boxes full.
we're gonna put
Ready.
It's gonna be your problem.
we are gonna immortalize your quotes on t-shirts, and your subscribers can buy them. But you have to do all the shipping.
Oh, fuck. Okay, but you have...
Right. You're right on that one.
Okay, but you have to make one for the thrill of the reel.
Oh, but that was so stupid. I mean, I still stand by what I said. I thought it was hilarious, but it was really dumb.
Of course you would. Yeah, so are you. The bat lets out a sharp exhale as Leo is freed. Surprisingly, he stands right up, albeit less than steadily. It's still not entirely clear that he knows where it is. Blood still running down the side of our leg.
Oh, and he's shirtless too.
Well, remember, he got plucked while he was shirtless.
Yeah, he did.
It's so that he can be shirtless for the rest of the route.
True. That's what's gonna happen, huh?
Yep. Do you think they're gonna go all the way back to Leo's house to get a new shirt?
No, probably not.
There's some stain blood.
Yeah, there's plenty of shirts that would probably fit him here at Brian's.
No, they're probably too big.
I mean, he can still wear it.
Oh, facts.
They don't need to be tightly fitted across his rippling muscles.
Yeah, it does.
But
Yeah, he's
he's
Nothing wrong with his physique.
yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't call him muscular.
he's your fave problematic, Nika. He'll be your fave problematic.
Is he the most problematic character, or is Brian the most problematic character?
Of the main characters,
Is he unhinged?
he gets that way.
It depends on your choices.
It really does. Like even in this, or even in Flynn's route,
It depends on your choices.
it depends on your choices whether or not he becomes unhinged.
I do like a good unhinging.
right?
Pretty good.
Micah takes a cautionary step back, though the dazed wolf doesn't appear to be outwardly hostile towards him. In fact, the two meet each other's gaze for a moment, and Leo sobers slightly.
Nobody making eye contact.
What?
He stumbles, bracing himself with his with a large arm against the wall. As Micah shifts, he frees, freeing efforts to me. Good. Jenna nimbly steps around the broken glass and makes her way to Brian's fridge. She pulls open the door, tugging out various food stuffs and plastic bags. Finally, she pulls out several bottles of water and hurries back over. Click. I gasp, holding my throat as I jerk my head forward. Big gulps of air enter my lungs with a refreshing sensation unlike anything I've ever felt. My whole body buzzes with a mixture of pain and relief. Jenna quickly hands a bottle of water, and I don't hesitate to start chugging it, like the thirsty bitch I am, while I try to, and then I realize the cap is still on. God damn it!
Why didn't you undo the cap?
He was so excited.
Jesus Christ. After rectifying my error, I can see clearly the frazzled look in Jenna's eyes. Her usual cool demeanor gone, and in its place a deeply unsettled visage that matches how I feel. She briefly looks off to her side, towards the broken window, and then back to me.
Chase,
Micah takes two of her water bottles, gives one to Leo and one to myself. One to himself, whatever. That thing. And Jenna nods.
Yeah.
Was that thing you mentioned to me on the hike? Her fur bristles, the fox finding the notion incredibly uncomfortable.
I don't know what that was. Something the authorities will investigate later, I suppose.
So I wasn't fucking seeing shit, right? That was really some burnt motherfucker leaping out of that sick fuck's closet?
Yep. Micah squeezes the bottle, splashing his face with the cold water.
Must have been 7 feet tall, at least.
Yeah, we don't know anyone else that's like 7 feet tall.
No.
Burnt man, is that all he was?
I mean, he's not 7 feet tall.
Didn't they say he was?
I don't think so.
I thought they did. I guess I could be wrong.
No.
Just another victim of Brian's cruel tortures, stashed away until now.
Because he's about the same height as Leo, maybe a little bit taller.
I thought he was taller than Leo.
I mean, a little bit taller, but not like a whole head taller than Leo.
Do you think he's still outside?
Maybe?
Jenna responds in a hushed tone.
I doubt Brian's in much of a threatening state, though.
Yeah. Oh, we all seem to be fixated on the broken window, though none of us are jumping at the chance to investigate more closely.
Brian, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, Brian, he probably, well,
Right?
unless if he's still alive. I mean, well, yeah, you never know, I guess.
Right? No one except for Leo. I glance over to see the big wolf stumbling forward, arms outstretched. His movements are jittery, robotic, with how maw hanging open slightly. His eyes still aren't fully open, yet he grasps the window sill and peers into the darkness. He stays there, motionless. Seconds pass, at least 10, and finally he turns to face us.
Never seen that before.
Leo mumbles.
You see anything?
Yeah.
Micah stares at him, bug-eyed.
Well, what do you fucking see?
Red.
Micah sets his water bottle down, picking back up his knife and the contents of Brian's pocket.
Alright, fuck this. We're getting out of here. If that person we totally just saw wanted to do us in, it would have done so. I just want to get to a car, get some distance from this place, call the cops on a payphone.
He furrows his brow at something on the ground before picking it up and shoving it into his shorts.
And spend the rest of the night cooped up in one of those 24-hour pancake houses where the waitstaff is always around to watch you.
Carl, gotta save him.
Leo blurts this out like a spoken bletch, his disoriented eyes seemingly swimming in their sockets as he looks at no one in particular.
He's concussed to hell, bro.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Or something.
The notion swells up a knot in my stomach. First fear, then guilt. Carl has been subjected to this for days. And maybe he knows more about the thing in the closet.
Nika.
That's a job for the police. They're not gonna find shit. What the fuck are you talking about, Jenna?
Wow! See, we're all in agreement. She says this with an initial reassuring tone, though she falters after a moment.
Yeah. Though, those gunshots earlier. we would have heard police sirens by now. I'm assuming the phone service and internet is still down.
So, let's find a fucking car then?
What?
We drive to Peyton, write out those murder-abiding fucks I called friends, and never look back.
Jenna sighs, closing her eyes for a moment, then nodding.
China has the right idea. Yeah. That's as sound as an idea as any. Let's go.
I'm not seeing any car keys here. Pretty sure Duke has his ride.
Gotta save Carl. Now.
Sure. Leo interjects, and Jenna just looks at him, dumbfounded.
Oh, go right ahead, Leo.
Damn, heartless. She speaks up, gesturing towards the door flippantly.
We'll be in Peyton. You go ahead and tell us. You go right ahead and tell us how that goes.
Leo blinks slowly, before again slowly meandering to the door. Wait, what? I try to stop, wincing at the pain in my leg.
Jesus.
I manage to grab his shirt, and and that staggers him enough to stop for a moment.
I wasn't serious.
Leo, please, come on. We'll stick together and get this taken care of.
Carl.
I can feel him pulling away, so I try to think of something to get him to stop. Leo, man, we need you. I need you.
I knew he was gonna say that.
It's good. It feels great.
It's time to manipulate the boy again. Let's
yeah,
go.
well, see, now Chase is gonna be the one to manipulate Leo, so it's fair.
I guess so, huh?
It's fair.
Or something.
Gaslighting, the purest form of love.
The purest.
I
Holy
squeeze,
shit.
right? I squeeze his paw briefly, just enough to show him I'm here, as his eyes close once again. Like a lost child, he squeezes back. The physical contact feels nice, though after being stitched to him, I'm relieved when he lets go.
You two, good to move?
Yep. I take a tentative step, and Jenna takes me by the arm in case I fall. The pain is dizzying, and I have overwhelming urge to just down a bottle of ibuprofen and crawl into a corner,
Relatable.
right? But I definitely can still walk. I'll manage. Yeah, he hasn't tripped 80 times this round, falling down a ladder and, like, getting chased down the hall with a person with a knife. That's a different route.
We'll get there.
Jenna smiles faintly at me.
I'll help him.
Of course you will. Leo, in all his stupid glory, says nothing as he pulls open the front door and steps outside into the dark. Micah steps up behind us, his skinny arms folded tightly over his chest.
Okay, urgent care for him, then the pancake house.
Whew. Man, that's some wacky shenanigans. Ooh. Ooh.
It's Sunday,
It is Sunday.
isn't it?
So this take place within a week? Nice.
Yo.
Alright. Sorry for the sound, but like.
It's fine. It's fine.
Correct.
Yeah, it's Saturday to next Sunday.
Yep.
So you play 8 days, and we'll end the part there.
Man, that's some wacky nonsense.
Isn't that fun? We had a lovely evening with Brian,
Again.
What a date.
right?
Holy fucking shit, man.
But yeah, we'll see you around, everyone.
Bull.